Now, getting back to the 6 questions posed by Yudhiṣtira. Kimekam daivatam loke kim vapyekam parayanam stuvantah kam kamarchantaha prapna yurmanava shubham ko dharmas sarva dharmanam bhavatah paramo matah kim japan muchyate jantur janma samsara bandhanat. So he has asked. Now let us see what these questions deal with. The first and the second question deals with upeyam. Question number 3, 4, 5, 6 deals with upayam. What is upeyam and what is upayam? Upayam is the means that we take. Upeyam is the destination we attain. For example, I am a resident of Bengaluru. I have to travel from Yelahanka to JP Nagara. So, I book a cab through one of the cab aggregators. So, when I ask, he will say, what vehicle do you want? He will ask whether you want to go by auto, you want to go by sedan, you want to go by Innova. So, I will say, I want to go by sedan. So, sedan is going to take me from point A, Yelahanka, to point B, JP Nagara. So, this sedan becomes my means. I am traveling by the car, right? So, that sedan car becomes my means. It is called upayam. Where am I going? I am going to JP Nagara. So, JP Nagara is my destination. So, in that destination, who is there? My grandmother lives. So, I am going to JP Nagara to see my grandmother. The beauty is, my grandmother lives in JP Nagar. So, JP Nagar becomes the destination and my grandmother becomes the super destination because she lives there. And the moment I offer her services and I receive her blessings, it becomes my phalam, fruit. So that is called upeyam. So upeyam is the destination, upayam is the means. So the first 2 questions, kimekam daivatam loke, who is that one God who has to be worshipped? Kim vapyekam parayanam, who is the best whom I am going to attain? So these 2 questions talk about the destination, upeyam. Next, stuvantah kam, whom should I do the stuti about? How do I do stuti about? Kam archantaha, how do I do archana about? Prapnayur manavaha shubham ko dharmas sarva dharmanam bhavatah paramo mataha, which is the dharmam that I have to take. Kim japan muchyate jantur, what japam I have to do? All these 4 talk about the means. So it is about upayam. Now, I will go point by point. The commentator says upayam, the means, is of 3 types, which is agreeable. This means is agreeable to me. When there is a choice given, this is agreeable, that one is more agreeable, comparative degree. Suppose I have been given many choices, spoiled for choices. This is agreeable, that is more agreeable, this is most agreeable. So I go to the superlative degree. Now, in the means, the way that I take, agreeable, more agreeable, most agreeable. What do I attain? The upeyam. In that, what is the categorization? Desirable, more desirable, most desirable. So these are the classifications. Now we have to go based on this to every question. What is the question about upeyam? Kim ekam daivatam loke. Who is that one daivam in the world? He could have asked Kim daivatam loke. Kim ekam daivatam loke. Who is the one God who is there in the lokam? Is that the meaning? Let us see what ekam means, the one or the unique one. Daivatam, for which the commentator says, Yani namani pradhanyastutinam devatanam tad daivatam ityachakshate. Nirukta Shastram says, amongst the deities that we know from the Vedam, who is that one deity who is the deity of deities, Lord of lords? That is Daivatam. Loke, in this lokam, what is lokam? We generally take universe or world. No. Lokyate iti anena lokaha. He says, Vanau kasopi santo lokajñā vayam. This is a beautiful line from Kalidasa's Shakuntalam. So here he says, Vanau kasopi santo lokajñā vayam lokikastu parikshya vakta. A person who is well read and after having read upon various sources of knowledge is able to internalize and come to a conclusion and derive the conclusion is called a laukika. Laukika doesn't mean a normal person, the one who is able to make the right decisions. So the question is, kim ekam daivatam loke, for the well-read person, as per the Shastras, who is the Lord of Lords, the one and the only one, kim ekam daivatam loke, that is this first question. Second question, kim vap ekam parayanam, vapi ekam, vapi plus ekam is vapyekam. So maybe he says, means this or that, vapi ekam parayanam, param ayanam, most supreme one to be attained. Who is that? Param. Param is superlative. Supreme one. Param, ayanam, parayanam. Who is the supreme one to be attained? Next, we have upayam. See, this upayam is of three types. The first one is siddha upayam. Siddham means the one which is ready. We don't have to do anything to that. It is always ready. It is unchangeable, immovable. You cannot destroy it, you cannot contaminate it, it is unmoved. So that is siddha upayam, always there. Next, sadhya upayam. Now through sadhya upayam, I have to do worship, I have to meditate upon that to realize that. So that becomes sadhya upayam. Third one, salambanopayam. Salambanopayam is easier means through worshipping through flowers, getting the sandal paste done, offering prasadam. This is salambanopayam. So the means is divided into three: siddha upayam, sadhya upayam, salambana upayam. Next question is, comes tuvantaha. So because we have dealt with the first two questions, which is the upayam, kimekam daivatam loke, kimvapyekam parayanam. Now after that we are dealing with upayam. So, what are the questions, upayam here? The question is, comes tuvantaha. Whom do I meditate upon by thinking about the kalyana gunas, the auspicious attributes? Come archantaha. Whom do I do archana? When I say archana, whose divine form, divyamangala vigraham, will I meditate upon? Come archantaha. Manavaha shubham. So that all classes of people, just not one varna, just not Brahmins or Vaishyas or Kshatriyas or Shudras, just not one race like Mongol race, Indian race, black and so on. All races, all genders, all varnas. So, manavaha shubham, they all get prosperity. Now, for this, what does it mean? When he says, comes tuvantaha, kamarchantaha, what does he mean? So, he says that we should draw a true by true matrix. One is with respect to upayam. Upayam is destination. How is the destination? It could be uttama upayam. I reach the destination and find out, wow, this destination is good. That is uttama upayam, great destination. Once I reach that place, I will realize not at all worth visiting. So it is anuttama upayam, not great, not to be desired. So upayam, destination could be uttamam, anuttamam. The next one is upayam. What is upayam? The means that I take. That is twofold. Easy means, sulabha upayam. See, we all desire that whatever way we take should be easy and simple. Correct? So it is sulabha upayam. It should be very easy. Or the other option is asulabha upayam. I have to stand in panchamagni amongst four fires and looking at the sun, which is the fifth one, by standing on one foot and folding the other and holding both the hands at the top towards the scorching rays of the sun. That is asulabha upayam. Tough for us. Maybe for rishis it was easy. Tough for us. Which is asulabha upayam. So upayam is of two types. Sulabha upayam, easy means. Asulabha upayam, tough means. Upayam is of two types. Uttama upayam, very desirable upayam. Anuttama upayam, not desirable upayam. When we create a matrix, we have to decide which is the best one. So uttama upayam, sulabha upayam is the first one. Second, sulabha upayam, anuttama upayam, 2. Uttama upayam, asulabha upayam, 3. Anuttama upayam, asulabha upayam, anuttama upayam, 4. So the best one is when we have sulabha upayam, uttama upayam. Easy means best destination. So this is our desired combination. Now we have to go to the next set of two questions. Ko dharmaha sarvadharmanam bhavatah paramomataha. So people say, which dharmam is to be followed? That is the next question. Sixth one. Kim japan muchyate jantur janma samsara bandhanat. Upon doing whose japa, janma samsara bandhanat, the creatures will be relieved of their very process of janmam and maranam in this samsaram. These are the 6 questions asked. So, he starts answering one question after the other. The first answer to the question is, Jagat Prabhum Deva Devam Anantam Purushottamam Stuvannama Sahasrena Purusha Satatotthitaha. So he says, on whose name should we do japam? So this is the answer. So the 6th question, in the list of 6 questions, the last question was Kim Japan. For that question, the answer is given first. So, Jagat Prabhum, the one who is the Lord to the entire universe, Deva Devam, not just the deity like Indra, Chandra, Agni, Varuna, Vayu, he is the Deva of Devas. He must be Devaraja, Devanatha Swami, Devanayaka. So, Deva Devam, Anantam, he should be limitless, infinite. Purushottamam, he should be different from the Achetana Tattva, insentient matter, Purusha. He must be different from the Baddha Jivatma, he is Utpurusha. He must be different from the Mukta Jivatma, he is Uttara Purusha. He must be different from the Nitya Jivatma, he is Uttama Purusha. Uttama Purusha is Purushottama. So Purushottamam, Stuvan, do Stuvan of him, Nama Sahasrena, through these 1000 names, Purushaha, he is the Purusha who's been described in the Purusha Suktam, Satatotthitaha, with complete dedication. So, the answer to on whom japa should be done is Purushottama, who is limitless. He is the Jagat Prabhu, upon whom you have to do japam. The next answer is Tameva charchayan nityam bhaktya purushamavyayam. Tameva charchayan nityam bhaktya purushamavyayam. The same Jagat Prabhu whom I spoke about, the same Purushottama whom I spoke about, on him only you have to do Archayan, Archana. Answer to the 4th question. Kamarchantaha, right? Here he says, Tameva charchayan nityam bhaktya purushamavyayam. Do Archana on him. Next, answer to the 3rd question. Dhyayan stuvan namasyamscha yajamanas tameva cha. So he says, Kimarchantaha. So he says, Kimekam daivatam loke, kimvapyekam parayanam stuvantah kam. 3rd question is stuvantah kam. Whom should I do stuti? The answer is Dhyayan Stuvan Namasyamscha Yajamanas Tamevacha. Answer to the 6th question, Kim Japan. Answer to the 3rd question comes Stuvantaha. And then we have got Kamarchantaha. So both on whom Archana should be done, on whom Stuti should be done, Japa should be done is the same, one and the same person. And who is he? Describe his attributes. Here comes a shloka, set of shlokas that describes 10 qualities to the Lord. Anadinidhanam Vishnum sarva loka maheshwaram lokadhyaksham stuvan nityam sarva dukkha bhaved brahmanyam sarva dharmagyam lokanam kirtivardhanam lokanatham mahadbhutam sarva bhuta bhavodbhavam. What are the qualities? Anadi Nidhanam Vishnum, the one who doesn't have a start and an end. Anadi Nidhanam Vishnum, Sarvalokam Vishnum, the one who has pervaded all places. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, the one who is the Lord of the entire universe. Lokadhyaksham, the one who is a witness to all our mental and physical activities. Brahmanyam, the one who is a knower of all the components of Vedas. Sarva Dharmagyam, the one who is cognizant of all the ways to reach out to him. Lokanam Kirtivardhanam, the one who has got the undiminishing fame. Lokadhyaksham, the one who is the master of all the worlds. Mahadbhutam, the one who is possessed of all kinds of riches. Sarva Bhuta Bhavodbhavam, the one whose existence is the cause of the existence of all the other living beings in this world. So these are the 10 qualities. Whom does it rest in? The answer to the next question, which is the fifth question, ko dharmaha sarvadharmanam bhavatah paramo mataha. The answer is yeshame sarvadharmanam dharmo adhikatamo mataha yad bhaktya pundarikaksham stavairarchair narasada yeshame sarvadharmanam. This one person whom I am speaking about, he said, right, Purushottamam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram and all of that. The same Lord who is spoken of in the Purusha Sukta, Sarva Dharmanam, of all the routes that is taken to reach him, Dharmo Adhikatamo Mataha, he is the answer. Yad Bhaktya, now whom should I offer my bhakti to? Pundarikaksham, Chandogya Upanishad, which is an integral part of Samaveda, says, Sadeva Somya idamagra asit ekameva dvitiyam apranaghat sarvayeva suvarnaha hiranyasmashruhu hiranyakeshaha tasya yatha kapyasam pundarikam eva makshini. The one whose eyes is like the petals of a newly freshly blossomed lotus in a pond. So pundarikaksha yadbhaktya pundarikaksham stavair archair narasada. To him only you have to do stuti, to only him you have to do japam, to only you have to do archana. So this is the root close to nama sankirtanam. Yeshame sarvadharmanam dharmo adhikatamo mataha. Next, answer to the second question, kimva pyekam parayanam. Who is our final destination? Who is the Parayanam, the most supreme destination? Paramamyo mahattejaha, paramamyo mahattapaha, paramamyo mahadbrumha, paramamyaf parayanam, pavitranam pavitramyo mangalanam schamangalam. The one who is able to be the repository of auspiciousness and purity, from whom the other objects take purity from. If you feel that turmeric, curcumin, haridra is pure and medicinal in nature, where has it obtained those qualities from? The Lord. If you believe that the herbs used in Ayurvedas have medicinal qualities, where have they obtained from? The Lord. So the Lord becomes the repository of all these attributes. So pavitranam pavitramyo mangalanam scha mangalam. The next is the answer to the first question. What was the first question? Kimekam daivatam loke. Who is that one daiva, Lord of Lords, as recommended by people who have learnt the Shastras? So, Kimekam Daivatam Loke. So, for that he says, Daivatam Devatanam Cha Bhutanam Yo Vyayaf Pita Yatas Sarvani Bhutani Bhavantyadi Yugagame Yasmin Shapralayam Yanti Punareva Yugakshaye. So, here he has answered the 6 questions. Now, let me take you to the list again. Kimekam daivatam loke kimvapyekam parayanam is about the upeyam, the destination. Stuvantahkam kamarchantaha prapnayurmanavaha shubham kodharma sarvadharmanam bhavatah paramo mataha kim japan muchyate jantur janma samsara bandhanat is about the route taken, the means taken, upayam. There are 3 types. Siddha upayam, that is why the question number 3 is about siddha upayam. Question number 4 is about siddha upayam. Question number 5 is about sadhya upayam. Ko dharmaha sarvadharmanam, that is sadhya upayam. Kim japan muchyate jantur is about the salambano upayam. So the first 2 questions is about upayam. The next 4 questions is about upayam, of which question number 3 and question number 4 is about siddha upayam. Question number 5 is about sadhya upayam. Question number 6 is about salambano upayam. While giving the answers back, he starts giving in the order of answer to the 6th question, answer to the 4th question, answer to the 3rd question, answer to the 5th question, and answer to the 2nd question, and finally answer to the 1st question. So all this is the set of questions posed by him. Yudhiṣtira uvacha kimekam daivatam loke kimva pyekam parayanam stuvantah kam kamarchantaha prapna yurmanava shubham ko dharma sarva dharmanam bhavatah paramo mataha kim japan muchyate jantur janma samsara bandhanat. So for this Bhīṣmacharya says, Jagat Prabhum Deva Devam Anantam Purushottamam Stuvan Nama Sahasrena Purusha Satatotthitaha Tameva Charchayan Nityam Bhaktya Purushamavyayam Dhyayan Stuvan Namasyamscha Yajamanas Tameva Cha Anadinidhanam Vishnum Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Lokadhyaksham Stuvan Nityam Sarva Dukkhakito Bhavet Brahmanyam Sarva Dharmajnam Lokanam Kirtivardhanam Lokanatham Mahadbhutam Sarva Bhuta Bhavodbhavam Yesha me Sarva Dharmanam Dharmo Adhikatamo Mataha यद्भक्त्याः पुण्डरीकाक्षं स्तवैर् अर्चैर्नरः सदा परमम्यो महत्तेजः परमम्यो महत्तपः परमम्यो महद्ब्रह्मः परमम्यः परायणं पवित्राणां पवित्रम्यो मङ्गलानांश्च मङ्गलं दैवतं दैवतानांश्च भूतानां यो व्ययः पिता यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि भवन्त्यादियुगागमे यस्मिंश्च प्रलयं यान्ति पुनरेव युगक्षये तस्य लोकप्रधानस्य जगन्नाथस्य भूपते विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रं मे शृणु पापभयापहम्. Now, I'll stop till here. Yani namani gaunani will come later. So the 6 questions and 6 answers have been given. This is on one side.